Okay, I am so excited for this Zoom tonight. So a few slight changes. We did have some girls on the team that we're going to share tonight that have sick babies or have sick kiddos or things that came up, but that's okay. The two Beckys, myself and Becky Dean, and if Emily is able to jump on later, we're just going to share some tips with you guys. We're just super excited, and just thank you. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Bobby. Think you guys could not have picked a better time to start your It Works business and just to be a part of this amazing company. So I will just go ahead and just get started, and then Becky, I'll have you share some tips here in just a little bit. So if everyone just wants to get there, you can have your video on or off. That's up to you. But if you want to make sure that you are muted, or I can, let's see if I can, let's see. Okay. I think we are good. All right, awesome. So I'm going to kind of share what I wanted to have Kelsey share about, but she's not able to get on, and that's okay. So you guys, you probably are familiar with, or if you haven't heard us talk about it yet, you're going to absolutely hear us talk about it a lot because it's something that so many on the team have been using, and it's just been super successful, and it's kind of company-wide. Like you start hearing on, company calls, trainings, just all sorts of things, the words host a post. And maybe that's how you came to be a part of this business, was through a host a post. So I just want to briefly explain what that is. And then like even Haley or Becky Dean, if either of you are available, or want to share anything, any tips on it, like let's absolutely do that. So basically what host a post is it's asking for referrals without coming out and saying, I'm asking for referrals. I love host a post because you guys, it accomplishes multiple things in this business of what it is that we want to be doing just from host a post. So I'll quickly explain what it is. So what I usually do to get a host a post going is having someone post for you on their Facebook. So I would say like, hey, Haley, quick question for you. Send her a message on Facebook, and she would respond back and say, yeah, what's up, girl? Like, what can I do for you? I say, hey, totally random, or like quick favor to ask, would you be willing to put a post up on your wall that I give you, just a simple copy and paste post, and, tag me in it for referrals? Or you don't even have to use the word referrals, just say tag me in it, and, I'll take care of messaging or answering the questions that people have. So what I have been doing is just either you can print your Facebook friends list. You can just do it alphabetically and say, I'm going to start at letter A and go all the way through and message that way. Or another way to do it is look in your Facebook Messenger and see who's active on your Facebook right now. Usually there's a little green dot next to the name of someone that is active. And those are the people that a lot of times people like to message. So when they say, yeah, totally, I'll put a post up for you, what is it? You're going to go ahead and send them a post. Typically, it's going to be about a product. Like for example, keto coffee. That's been a huge one for me with the host a post. And I signed a lot of customers last month because of it. So the basics, in fact, I will just pull up on my phone really quick the wording for a keto coffee host a post that I've been doing. And you guys, if I don't already have it shared in the team page, I will absolutely share these there so that you guys are welcome to use them yourselves. And another one that I really like to do that's been working well is the cleanse, especially with the holidays coming up. So many people are going to be in need of a good cleanse, and our cleanse is amazing. So just to give you an example, my keto coffee one would say, hey guys, my friend Becky is looking for product testers for a brand new weight loss coffee, or you could say a fat burning coffee. Who do I know that drinks coffee already and would love to lose some weight doing so? She only has 5 spots left, so comment quickly. And then I have people tag me in the post, so I'm notified when someone has commented. Or you can have them tag you in a comment of the post. So when people comment, I'm going to go and I'm going to see those comments, and I'm going to like the comments. I'm going to go to that person's Facebook profile. I'm going to add them as a friend if we aren't friends already. And I'm going to send them a private message and just be like, hey, so-and-so, I'm this person's friend. I saw that you commented on their post, or just, you know, reiterate, hey, are you interested in the keto or are you interested in the weight loss coffee? Okay. They're going to say yes. A lot of times they're just going to want more details. I'm going to give them a little info on it. And the key thing with this is that I'm always ending my messages with a question to give them something to reply back to. I'm finding out from them some key things I like to say is, are you looking to lose weight, have more energy, or both? You know, that's really, I think, and I'm sure Haley and Becky, Dean have found when you can find out what someone's goals are, it just makes it that much easier to know maybe what to suggest for them to do. And trying to think, what other tip did I want to share? So not only with this host to post, you guys, it's expanding your network. You're growing your friends list because you're sending a friend request to these people who commented. So you're growing your network, you're adding to your list of people that could be interested in the products or the business. Yeah, so I just really, really love host to post. Becky, Dean, if you are free, do you want to share maybe how, just any tip that you have as far as host to post goes, or how it's been working for you?
Sure, absolutely. So, yeah, so what I do, I was just starting to put one of the coffee host to posts in the chat. So
Awesome.
I'll finish that up. But something I do put in my host to post now is I say, looking to try her weight loss coffee or whatever at her discount. And
Nice.
I say that because I think I was getting a lot of people who thought it was free.
Totally.
And it was, I was still growing my network, but it was kind of using some time that when people found out it wasn't free, they weren't interested. So that's just something that I've added lately. The other thing is that, you know, sometimes you can sign a customer right away off a host to post, which is awesome. Sometimes it takes a while. So some of the customers I signed last month were from host to posts that I did a couple of months ago. And then they just continued to watch me. And because I'm consistently posting, they see what else I have available. And then they reach out to me and they're like, you know, I really want to try that fat fighter and the coffee. So that's been really good for me.
I'm so glad you said that, because I think sometimes, especially for our girls and guys that are newer on the team, they think, oh my gosh, am I doing something wrong because someone isn't enrolling the day that I started talking to them? So it does, you know, you can have people that enroll that very day. You could, you know, maybe find out that they're interested, but they're like, I don't have the money, or I need to wait until payday. And that happens too. And that's so normal. And then what I typically like to do in that scenario is I'm like, yeah, no worries. When do you get paid next? And I'll go ahead and I'll reserve your spot. Like, that's been key for me. I'll reserve your spot. And then when they're like, okay, this is when I get paid. Perfect. Now I know when to follow up with them. It's almost like they're giving you permission to follow up. They told you when they get paid. Put it on your calendar, make a reminder, whatever you need to do. And then one thing that I personally do is I'll then say, what's your shipping address and phone number to reserve your spot? So that way I'm just starting to get a little bit of their information. I have their number, so now I have a second way of getting in touch with them versus just Facebook Messenger. So I really have been loving doing that. Okay. And if you guys have questions at all, Olivia or Bobby, even Haley, feel free to drop them in the chat if you would like to. And then Becky, if you wanted to work on adding that to the chat, I will jump into one other thing that I really wanted to share. And I know Lisa Johnson and Becky Dean have like really great testimonies of our products. So I'll share a little bit of what Lisa's told me that she's been doing. And then Becky, if you want to share kind of your being a product of the product, because from day one, I feel like you have just been so great when it comes to that and the importance of it. Okay, so a lot of you, maybe you have or haven't, but I know myself, when I got started, I joined this business not having tried a single product, not even like nothing. I hadn't tried anything. I did try a wrap. That was the first product I tried after I'd already joined. But, and I know Bobby, she was a customer. Haley, I can't remember if you were a customer first or not before enrolling as a distributor. Nope. Okay. So she started as a distributor also. And you know what? I want you guys to know that it's okay for you to offer the business to someone, even if they haven't tried the products. Don't assume or think that they need to have tried them first before becoming a distributor. But being a product of the product is huge in this business. We definitely don't need to, like, number one, have tried anything to get started. You don't have to have tried everything. You don't need to have tried something to offer to someone or to post about it, because the beauty of this business is that you have team members who have personal testimonies of a product, or, the company has lots of amazing before and after pictures that we can use. We've got post ideas in our team page. So, but you do want to start using the products yourself, because number one, it's just going to grow your excitement. You're going to become passionate about it. You're going to want to share with people about these products. Like, I know I can't stop talking about the keto coffee and the chocolate greens, that combination. And I know so many people are loving it. So being a product of the product, not only does it help, like I said, your excitement, your passion, you have an easier time posting about the products. Once you start trying them yourself, you have an easier time talking to people where you're able to say, yes, I tried it, or this is how it tastes. This is what I love about it. You also are able to start getting your own results. And that to me is huge. I know that I'll share Lisa Johnson. She loves the products. She actually did start using them before becoming a distributor and had lost a nice amount of weight doing the keto products. And people noticed that and wanted to know, what are you doing? So she decided to become a distributor, and she's been using our collagen, and she has amazing results with that. And I know she's been using that for her host to post is her collagen. So she's having her friends do a post for collagen, and then it's her own personal results that are then in the comments of the host to post. And people are like, wow, the person who did the post can say, yeah, this is my friend, Lisa. I know her, and these are her results, which is awesome. I know that I share my results from using the products when I do the keto coffee host to post, or at least when I'm private messaging people, I can say, these are my results. Or you guys who are newer, if you don't have your own personal results or results of a product, don't hesitate to ask anyone on the team or in the team page or chat, hey, does anyone have, results with keto coffee? Does anyone on the team have hair, skin, nails results? Because you can very easily say, this is my friend so-and-so. These are their results. So Becky, do you want to share just how being a product of the product has helped you, whether it's with enrolling customers, distributors, gaining people's trust, just anything that's just really helped?
Sure. So you ladies are brave and went after it without even trying a product, which is awesome. I was a customer first. So I started on the greens, and I started feeling better, losing weight. People noticed. I had more energy. I was like, my life was changing already in the first couple of months, and people noticed, and I was just talking it up because I was so excited. And then I was like, why am I not doing something about this? So that's how I started. I got my first arm length of customers from that. And I still have more than half of my very first customers that order nearly every month.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah. And I've been in for 2.5 years. And so most recently, so I've lost a total of 80 pounds since I started 2.5 years ago.
Amazing. I love it.
So I always like to try, I am a full, if you could see right now, my stash of stuff that's here, I am definitely I try everything, and try to build a testimony for myself so that I know exactly what It does. Not that you have to do that.
Right.
I'm certainly willing to come, you know, to ask, like Becky said, ask any of us. But that for me, that's how I can best do it. Like,
Right.
that's how I feel most confident. I'm most confident in the products that I use and build a testimony on.
And people trust you. Do you find that even with your with your host of posts that maybe, you know, you don't necessarily know these new potential customers, but when you're, you know, able to say, hey, this is me, this is my results from whatever the product is, like, do you feel like that just moves the process along? The trust is gained more quickly?
Definitely. And, you know, that's something like Lisa does. I've been doing more and more lately, is sharing my personal results in the comments. Or if I don't share them in the comments, when I'm speaking with someone on or through text, usually what I do is I ask them how much they're looking to lose.
Right.
And if they say like over 30 pounds, I will send them my results and I'll say, this is what I've lost, you know, and here are my personal results. And that definitely builds trust and confidence.
Yes.
For sure.
Well, and that's the thing that's great too, is we have such a collection of before and after pictures. I know on my phone, like when I go scrolling through my photos, yes, there's pictures of my kids and family and things, but a lot of the photos in my phone are before and after pictures or pictures of the product. So if, you know, you guys ever need before and after pictures or just anything for a host to post, or when you're talking to someone, don't ever hesitate to reach out and ask. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I do want to keep this fairly short, you guys, because I know things get busy in the evening, but I thought, you know, just going back to host a post, that I would just share a conversation that I am having right now with someone, because I found that certain things that I say can kind of lead a conversation in the direction that I want it to go. So this is from a keto coffee host a post that I had someone do for me. And so I added the girl as a friend who commented, and I messaged her. I said, hey, Carrie, I'm Ginger's friend, Becky. You were interested in the fat burning keto coffee? So I ended the message with a question. She says, yes, I have 15 pounds left to use, but I'm kind of stalling right now. So she's like, hit a plateau. And my next message is going to be, okay, great. So it's been a huge game changer for my personal weight loss. Let me send you some info on it. So I'm already kind of implied and told her that I use the product. It's helping me. And I really like to send people a picture of what the product looks like. So I've got a couple of, you know, a keto coffee showing it made iced. I've got one showing it made hot, and people just love visuals. So they see it. And then I send a real brief description, just telling, you know, it sharpens mental focus, it enhances mood, kills cravings, satisfies hunger, fuels your body and brain through increased ketone production. You know, I've just got a really easy copy and paste saved to my notes that I send, gives them the description of what it does. And then I'm again ending with a question and saying, does that sound like something you would be interested in? And then she says, sure. I say, great. I'm looking, and this is where I know Becky Dean shared that in her hosted post, she says at my discount. So I don't necessarily say that in my post, but I do bring it up fairly early in the conversation after, you know, they've shown that they're interested. They see what the product is. They know what it can do. They're like, yep, interested. I'll say, great. I'm looking for people wanting to lose weight and have more energy for a 90-day results challenge at my discount. And here's the kicker, you guys. I don't know why this one phrase has been amazing for me, but I've been using it and it's working great. I then say, can I send you the details for that? So I told him it's a 90-day results challenge, because what's that? That's our 3-month loyal customer program. I've said it's at my discount, and then I'm asking, can I send you the details for that? I have never had anyone say, nope, don't send me the details. So I think of it as I'm just kind of like dangling something out in front of them, and they're having to ask for it. So they say, yep. And I said, okay, for my 90-day challenge, you'll get a bag of keto coffee packets each month of the challenge at my wholesale discount, only $39, normally $65, and you would drink it every other day. You can take pictures tracking your progress if you would like, but all I ask is for an honest review. And here's again, you guys, I'm ending with a question, and this is the question I end with. I say, does that sound like something that you could do? I don't know that, I mean, very small percentage of someone will say no, because maybe they don't have the money, or they think they have to take pictures. And then I clarify with them, you don't have to. And she says, yes, it's something she could do. And so I just jump right into it. I'm not beating around the bush. They're interested. I'm going to say, okay, awesome. And then you guys, I ask right away, are your shipping and billing address the same? Okay, that's key to find out. She says, yes. I say, perfect. What's your shipping address and phone number? She sends that information. I say, thank you. Can I get your email address and the name on the card that you would like to use? She sends that information. So notice how I'm asking for two things at a time. I'm not saying, can you send me your shipping address, billing address, phone number, email address, what's your birthday, what's your soul? Like, I'm not asking for everything in one message. That's overwhelming. That can scare people away. I'm asking for two things at a time at the most. She sends her email and the name on her card. I say, perfect. Let me go ahead and send you a quick text message so you've got my phone number also. I've also found this to be a really key thing and a helpful tip, because she doesn't know me. She's never met me, but that trust is there because her friend did a post. And so she trusts her friend and her friend trusts me, but I'm still going to go ahead, save this person's phone number in my contacts, send her a text message, so she realizes I'm a real person, and say, hey, this is what do I say? I say, hey, it's Becky. Is this Carrie? So I'm again asking a question in the text. They reply back and say, yep, it sure is. Perfect. Then I'm going to say, I'm so excited for you to try the keto coffee. Would you prefer to call or text me with your card number and the expiration date? So, I mean, literally my conversations, that's how the flow is, because I'm asking certain questions. Sometimes I'm going to, depending on what they say, I might share my personal results. But this conversation, she just seemed ready. She told me her goals. And yeah, okay, I'm looking in the chat real quick to see what you guys are saying. We'd be able to send that conversation info. I can absolutely, you guys. And so in fact, what I will do is I will take screenshots of this conversation and I will post it to our team page so you guys can see that wording that I'm using and use it yourselves. And so I took it to text and I said, is this so-and-so? Yes. I said, hey girl, can't wait for you to try the keto coffee. Would you rather call or text with your card number and expiration date? And then she's just confirming with me, it's $39, right? And I say, yes, $39 plus tax and shipping, and just like, that's where our conversation is at right now. But yeah, Becky or Haley, if you guys have any other tips or anything that's on your heart to share, I think we'll just kind of end it there. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information, but this was something that I really was wanting to talk about. And yeah, anything else anybody wants to say?
I just want to say something that I say in the conversation
Yes.
with the coffee, is I say, you can use the coffee 3 to 4 times per week or every day like me.
Yes.
For faster results.
Yes. And so that's also, I love that you brought that up. I love it. So what I typically will do is once they have sent me their card number and expiration date, some people will text it, you guys. And I want to say that you're a business owner and people can sense in your wording, whether you're confident or not. So I want you to be confident in being a business owner and know that it's normal. This is just what you do. You help people place their orders. There's nothing wrong with asking them for their information and their card information. If you do run across someone who you can sense that maybe they're unsure or they're not comfortable with calling or texting with their card information, then I would say, If you would prefer, I'm happy to walk you through placing your order on my website. Are you free right now? Do you have a few minutes available? I'm only ever going to send my website if they're ready to order right then. Why? Because I want to be able to walk them through the ordering process, make sure that they do it correctly, that they get the discount, and yeah, so that's the only time. And our website addresses, we cannot send them through Facebook Messenger. Facebook blocks them because they don't like that we can use Facebook to work our business, but you can send it through a text message when you do have someone ready to order if they're not comfortable giving their payment info over the phone. But what Becky Dean said is amazing, because it takes the same amount of time and effort to enroll a customer on 1 bag of keto coffee as it does 2, or 1 bag of keto coffee versus 2 bags plus chocolate greens. And so, yeah, once I have gotten their payment info, whether I'm on the phone with them or texting, I'm going to say, awesome, before I get the order in, did you want to go ahead and start with the 15-day supply? Because they know it's 15-day supply. Do you want to start with the 15-day supply, or do you want to go ahead and do a full 30-day supply like what I do? And that's such key wording. Do you want to drink it every day like what I do? Almost everyone's going to say the 30-day supply. And then I'll say, awesome, last question, or, oh my gosh, I have to tell you how I love to make it. I love our chocolate greens detox in it. They might ask, well, what is that? You can explain to them what it is. I have a copy and paste description and a picture that I send, and they see that it looks like this yummy mocha, creamy, delicious drink. And they might say, well, how much extra is that? Okay, they've already committed. They're excited. They're ready to spend their money. I'm like, oh my gosh, it retails for $55 for a 30-day supply, but you get my discount making it only $33. So it's only about $1 a day. Pretty awesome, right? That's another question I love to end with when I'm giving someone the pricing. I'm confident in the products. Our pricing's amazing that our customers get. So I'm going to say that. That's pretty awesome, right? And they're like, yeah, it is. Go ahead and add that on. I had so many people at the end of last month ordering 2 bags of keto coffee and chocolate greens because of the way I led the conversation. So I'm really glad you brought that up, Becky. Is that what's been working for you too?
Yeah, that's been really bumping up my orders. I have, I don't know why I never thought of it before, like saying, I guess, I don't know, I'm very confident in the product, so I don't have any hesitation anymore, but I never really, I don't know why I never did that before, but
Well,
I do use it every day. So
yeah.
why wouldn't you offer it? And I do the same thing with the chocolate greens. I wait till the end.
Yes.
And then I say, oh, do you love chocolate? I've got
Yes.
to tell you about this, or what,
Yes.
something like that, if we're having a good conversation.
Oh, totally. And you could even say to them, I might say, not that it's super relevant, but I'm showing that I care about them. And I'll say, hey, do you typically make your coffee hot or iced? How do you like it? Or what do you usually add to your coffee? So if they're telling me they're usually adding sugar and creamer, I'm going to give them that tip. Like, hey, we actually, if you like sweet, then you're going to love the chocolate greens. And give them those tips of, we don't want to add anything with sugar in it because you want these results, that the keto coffee can give you. So it just shows them that you care. Yeah. So that's all that we've got for you guys. Bobby or Olivia, if you have any other questions and want to unmute yourselves right now, feel free to. You can ask or put it in the chat, or you're welcome to private message any of us and we're happy to answer it. But I just really feel strongly that this host a post is what could really just have your business taking off. I know that the girls who have recently promoted on the team and promoted fairly quickly have been using host a post. Yep. It's crazy. It seems like such a simple thing, but huge things can happen because of it.
One last thing I was going to say too is not for me. Not to be afraid to do like packages. People say, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds or whatever else. That's something that I used to be afraid of, and I only did one product. But Becky has shown me that you do the bigger first and not to be afraid, and then to go down that. Most of the time, even if they're afraid of a big package, they'll then go for at least one product. So go big or go home is the biggest thing.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Because, you know, like Haley said, if you have someone saying they want to lose weight, okay, you're not going to just offer them a $25 bottle of Fat Fighters because you think, oh, that's the cheapest product and they probably don't want to spend more. Don't ever assume that someone does not want to invest in their health, and don't spend someone's money for them. Just meaning, again, don't ever assume how much you think that they do or don't want to spend. You'd be very surprised. Because if people aren't investing in their health, they're doing the opposite. They're investing in things that are making them unhealthy. That's the way that I see it. So last thing I'll say is I once had someone ask a gal, like, what do you typically spend on your coffee a day? And she was spending like, I don't know, at least $3 or more a day. And then they said, well, how about we replace that for something healthier that's going to help you lose weight and have more energy, and it's actually less. So that got that lady to realize, oh, I'm already spending this much a day, and that adds up. And they realize, well, I'm spending, gosh, a lot within a month's time. Why not swap it out for something else that's going to be so much better? So
that's something too that I say when I'm asking about their health goals, and especially if people want to lose weight and if it's a substantial amount, like over 30 pounds, I do ask what their budget is. Because then I know like where to go. Like, do they want a shake and the greens and the coffee and the thermophyte, or, you know, do they want just the shake and the greens, you know?
Totally. Yes. And that's the thing too, because you could throw up products and then you can sense whether or not, you know, if they're not replying. And then, yeah, absolutely say, how much, you know, either what's your budget towards your health and fitness goals, but really help them to realize these are things that are going to benefit you, you know.
That's a good point. I do say that, like, what's your health budget? What's your budget for your health or for yourself?
Yes.
Or, you know, like, what's the money you can spend on you? I say it like that so that they realize, like, oh yeah, this isn't just like, I'm not just indulging. This is something for me, for my health.
It's so true. And I think that's why I have such an easy time talking to people about the products, is not only that I'm using them myself and have results, but also a lot of the people that I talk to, they're moms. And as moms, we have a hard time spending money on ourselves. And I've had them tell me that. And I'm like, but guess what? You really are. You're investing in your family, because if mom's not healthy, mom's sick, mom's no energy, that affects the kids. That affects the husband. That affects the whole family. So and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so right. Like, I just want to have more energy so I can, you know, play with my kids at the park, or not feel like I have to take a nap every day, or fall into bed exhausted at 8 p.m. So when we can really show them the value of what the products can do for them, it's huge.
So agree.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate this. I am going to see if I can get this recording saved and I can post it to the team page. But yeah, thanks, Haley and Bobby and Olivia. I hope this was helpful. I will share screenshots of that conversation that I told you guys about. Oh, thank you, Olivia. Sometimes I think we wonder, is what we're saying truly helping people? Is it, you know, I don't ever want anyone to feel overwhelmed. I want you to know that this business truly is so simple. Is it always easy? Maybe not. But what we do is simple. It's not hard work, but it does take consistent work each day. All right. I will.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have an awesome night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.